Hello ladies, happy Wednesday. Today's Fix Your Form is all about the curtsy lunge. Probably my favorite lunge, but it is a little bit more complex because we are moving off to the side and it does challenge your balance a little bit more. My balance isn't great, but I make it work. I've of course perfected the movement. I take it super slow, and I think what I used to do incorrectly at first, which just threw me completely off, is that I took too big of a step from side to side, and that's not necessary. And of course today I want to show you some tips and tricks to nailing that curtsy lunge. So I'm going to show you without weights to start with. You can alternate, which I find is a little bit harder just because, you're moving from side to side. If you find your balance isn't great, please just work on one side at a time. Now, with a curtsy lunge, you are stepping behind your planted leg. I used to think that you had to go way off to the side. And that tends to kind of open up your hips, and we don't want to do that. So you want to make sure that your hips stay facing forward throughout the movement. Pretend I'm holding some dumbbells here. You are slightly leaning forward. That leaning forward movement is going to engage your glutes a lot more, and that's what we all have to work a little bit more on, because our quads tend to be quite strong, but glutes tend to be weak in most people, which then cause a whack of issues, whether it's your knees, your back, your hips, that sort of thing. So curtsy lunge, I'm going to plant my left foot and I'm going to be moving my right. So I am stepping back. The point of doing a curtsy lunge is to have your knee and your foot of that back leg be in line with the front leg or slightly off to the side, not way over. So this is your curtsy lunge. This is your working leg, that front leg. You're then focusing on pulling yourself back up. So I'll do a few reps. Pull up, curtsy, pull up with that planted leg. The back leg, you're not thinking about pushing yourself back up, but rather thinking about pulling yourself back up, which is going to be a complete game changer. If you're doing it correctly, you're going to feel it in that glute, hamstring, little bit of inner thigh as well. If you find your balance is way off, you can focus on holding one dumbbell as opposed to two. So I'm going to grab a dumbbell here. You can use your other hand as balance. You can even hang on to something. I've got my treadmill off to the side here. You want to use it for balance and not to pull yourself up. There's a difference. You can use a foam roller. You can use a chair, a wall, whatever you have at your disposal. So same thing with that dumbbell in the opposite hand of your working leg seems to work better for me. If you find that you do better with same leg in front, same hand holding the dumbbell, that's totally up to you. It doesn't really matter. I find opposite arm, opposite leg tends to work better for me. Same thing, pull up, slight leaning forward. You can see my head is looking down. I'm not extending my neck, looking at myself when I'm doing those lunges, because it can put strain on your neck, on your upper back, on your traps, which is what we really don't need. A lot of us have enough tension there as is. You can, of course, let me switch my legs, hold two dumbbells if you've got decent balance. But I think the biggest key is to not step too far out to the side, but rather line up that knee and ankle almost behind each other, or like slightly, you probably can't see that, slightly off to the side. So little step. You also don't have to step way far back, which is totally going to also throw off your balance. So definitely lots of practice involved with this movement. Be patient with yourself. Start with no dumbbells. Start with something to balance on. If you need to, focus on slightly leaning forward, pulling yourself back up to that start position, and you'll be progressing in no time. Have a good day.